sir. Thank you.
Fully geeked.
Yes. Welcome one and all to the sauna that is the Fully Geek Pod, episode 291. You've got myself, Nate the man in the know.
Richie Rich in the house.
The famous warrior.
Marley Mar.
Okay, apologies for the girls that like to see Kel. He is not with us today. He is doing a family life. Says his regards. Marley Mar, welcome back. That was the longest hiatus in a while, bro. I was going to start sending a search party up for you.
Yeah.
No comment. I respect it.
No comment.
I respect it. Rich, you seem to have lost your top. That's cool.
Oh yeah, mate. You know, as the summer approaches, today was very, very warm, and anything I did today was just like it was an instant sweat, no matter what I did. So today was a boxer shorts day, bro. It was just a box short only.
I'm sure you put on some trousers or shorts for the podcast.
Boxer
Thank
shorts.
you very much.
Only. My neighbor knocked on the door. Just boxer shorts. Standard, bro.
Just want to say summer started already.
Summer did start June 21st. I hear you.
21st, yeah. So I thought it was July for some strange reason. Okay.
Nah, it's June 21st.
Yeah, but the sun's beautiful. I'm not complaining. I like this heat. I like it. I love it.
Yeah, it's a weird one. One of the kids' schools, they were told if you want to come pick up your child at 1:30, you can do, because it's going to get hot in the afternoon. And my school just said, well, no, the kids are at school. Just let them be, bro.
I always find that so funny, you know.
It's like, so hot. I can't do anything. Oh, just get grip, bro. Stop moaning, man. Your moaning creates more body heat.
A question: do you have an aircon in school?
No.
See, that's just torture.
Brother, in my room, I've opened the back door of the classroom. And I've opened all the windows. It's still hot, bro.
What's funny?
I had to be very specific with my wordage there, bro.
Oh, you guys are so immature. Go ahead. You open your back door.
No, I opened the back door of the classroom. It's all right. There's air coming in. It's circulating, but it's still warm. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. How is everyone? How was your weekend, people?
It's just hot, man. You know when you have all these plans to do housework and all that stuff? Yeah, forget that. Forget that.
Yeah. Weekend was good. Daughter had her prom. Officially left school. Bro, to see my daughter in the dress, Papa, you think, oh my God, you're a big girl now, innit?
Tell me, did you cry?
No, I don't know what people expected me to cry, you know. I was just more proud of anything. Like I got to her, look at yourself, like you're in a dress. You know, my daughter doesn't like makeup, so she's more like a natural kind of person. And I got to look at yourself wearing a dress, wonderful dress, you know. And she was excited, got to the some hotel place, and all her friends were there, and it was just like, oh wow. And I said to myself, this is you now, you know, adult life, going to college. I said to her, as soon as you get your national insurance, start paying me back. I'm here for it now. But she had a good time. She had a really, really good time. And a proud father moment, you know, just dropping it there. Sorry?
Did you chaperone?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
No, you dropped her off.
Just dropped her off, innit? Just.
Did you pick her up?
No. Mum picked her up. Mum said, no, I'll pick her up. So I said, cool, no problem. But go on.
No, anyway. Well, I swear when we finished secondary school, bro, there was no prom, nothing like that, you know.
I think we had a disco.
No, I didn't have anything. We went to school in the 90s, though. Let's be honest, guys. Come on.
I think we had a disco in my school.
Sixth form, we had a part like a sort of party disco thing where we dressed up, and obviously university. But secondary school, no, it's just like bye GCSEs and bye.
Yeah, I think we went out for a party on the boat, but that was us, like the man them just planning to go out. We went to some salsa bar on the boat.
From school.
Yeah, when we left school, we thought we was grown up. We went to some salsa bar, started dancing with some big women, and then at the end, you know, like that bit, like I don't know what we're shopping. I don't know what house numbers. I don't know what the hell we were shopping. Yeah? They all got in cars, and drove off. Like us, man, walked for about 5 miles to get a night bus to go home, bro.
Those ones are the good old days when you have to walk 5 miles to get the night bus.
I'm just walking. You know what it was? They were just walking, bro.
How did we have to? We had heart, you know.
I remember. Merv, what's that club in Barking that used to be there? Legends. Yeah. Man walked from Legends to Stratford, bruv, on a casual. And listen, that's about 10. I swear that's about 10 miles. And please, I don't know, because there's so many of us. It's just normal. We just talk and chat shit. Bro, that walk was not small, and it's not normal. You know that walk is preparing you for the London Marathon. I can't believe what we do.
That's what I'm saying. Like my daughter, like she always takes a scooter to school in the morning, isn't it? I can't lie to you, it probably does cut the travel time in half.
Yeah.
I said, no, like all this scootering, you're a young girl, innit? You have to start walking and know that you've got legs to walk, innit? Of the meltdown, it's only 8-minute walk, you know. Yeah. And I'm like, there's us hiking from borough to borough, and she can't walk 8 minutes around the corner.
I know.
Used to hike from south to north, bro.
That's crossing the rivers, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You was walking across one of the bridges, bro. Just crossing one of the bridges like it was nothing.
And the thing is, we used to go somewhere and then chill for like half an hour and then walk back. And we made sure we went to like a £1 chicken and chip shop. We spent 2 hours there, and the man was pressing us to buy something. At least buy a drink.
We didn't know. I mean, it's not we didn't know no better, but we never. All you really cared about was how'd you get there.
Yeah,
we worried about getting home ourselves. That's. I mean, and we never had no free oysters. No free travel, bro.
Yeah, crazy time.
Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, but yeah, shout out everybody who is melting in the sun. It's lovely.
Also, that's it, man. My last day at work was on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, last day at work was on Thursday, so I'm officially on gardening leave for the next 3 months.
3 months, you know.
3 whole months.
I feel like I rate it, but then sometimes I'm like, it's going to be boring.
Well
done. You know what? You say that, but I've kind of planned what I'm going to do. Obviously, I'm going to plan to look for jobs, right? And I've been going for interviews, whatever. But you know, obviously, I'm on this kind of the whole fitness thing and trying to get healthy. So that's my whole everything is planned every single day, except for today because it was too hot.
Yeah, can't do that.
I fully refuse. But every day is kind of planned. I've got some form of workout activity going on, and literally that is it. And applying for jobs. That's my objective for the next 3 months.
Quick question on that, bro.
Yeah,
I thought gardening leave means you can't apply for jobs. What's the point of gardening leave then? What if you go for an interview tomorrow and you get the job?
No, you can apply for roles. That's not a problem. But your start date will be after your gardening leave. However, with my organization, and you can exactly if an organization wants to offer you the role, and there's a possibility that you can start earlier, You can have a handshake with your existing organization, and they'll say, okay, from this date, you will no longer be employed and your garden leave will end, and you can start your new organization on this date, and the organization has to agree to start date.
And does it matter if the sorry, no, once again,
Yeah.
does it matter if it is not in the same industry?
No, it doesn't matter.
Because I'm assuming the gardening leave is because potentially you can carry over trade secrets.
Clients.
Yeah, but Giza, the role I'm doing, it's got nothing. It's got nothing to do. At the moment, it's got nothing to do with that. In years to come, probably yes, but right now, no, it's got nothing to do with it. Merv, yes. Sorry, you had your hand up.
You know, when you said gardening leave, I fully thought you meant like, as in, you're doing gardening, innit? So I didn't know these terms, man. So just saying, innit, man. Sometimes the brothers uneducated out here. You get me? Like,
Yes. So it's fundamentally the company. First of all, when you're being made redundant, they've got to inform you about 2 months or 3 months before you've been made redundant, and they give you a redundancy, the date that you're going to leave the organization. But as a good gesture, what they do is give you a period of time where you don't have to work anymore for the organization. You can have a period. They call it gardening leave.
okay.
And fundamentally, yeah. So basically, I'm getting paid normally for the next 3 months, like I'm working, but I'm not working.
Oh, I see.
Do you still get a redundancy package though?
Yeah, at the end of the gardening leave, yeah. And all the shares that I invested in the organization, there's going to be a period of a leaver period where I won't have to pay any tax on the shares, but I've got to sell the shares within 28 days. Ask me how much my shares are because it's so confusing. But I know I've been putting it in for the last 7 years, so hopefully it adds a good addition to what I'm gonna get anyway.
I think you should go on a cruise, man. Go on a cruise, isn't it?
Cruise, bruv. Listen, it's popping on. I will have to go on a cruise, but it's not the right time. Like literally, for me right now, it's securing a job so I don't use that redundancy money. Because you got to remember, I don't know if you remember when I was at RBS, and when I was made redundant, I didn't get a job for a year. So that money that I had, that money was just swindled, like paying bills. I still acted like I was working, and all my debits and everything was coming out as normal, which because I was being stubborn, because I said to myself, if I don't get a job, I have to go in the same industry where I could have done a little sidetrack for a little while, but my mindset wasn't thinking in that way. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they always say that you've got to feel the pain in it. You've got to feel the pain in order for you to learn and develop. So it's a case of I'm gonna keep on applying, and if I don't get anywhere in the next month or so, then I'll still apply the same way, but I will also look at different avenues just to get cash in, so that when I get that redundancy pay, I won't be spending it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's got, yeah. You know what I mean?
Cool. Well, I think we've given you a bit of intro into our lives, guys.
Sorry.
No, not at all, bro. Not at all, bro. All right. Well.
Oh, about you guys, Marley Ma, Nate.
Oh, sorry. No, it's good, man. I'm good. Good. Had a couple parties in the park over the weekend. Nice to see a few people. Sunday, went to one of my cousin's christenings. That was cool as well. Yeah, bro. Just been cool, chilling.
Nice,
went to a nice little. What was it? Oh, this might sound mad racist, you know. Not Thai. It's East Asian, but I feel like it begins with an S.
Singaporean
little kind of they. It's down near Brick Lane. So I think they originally was like doing street food, but they now got a kind of premises. That's all right, you know, like a little vegan thing. That would like I got a vegan thing, everyone else didn't, but top drawer to the chef, man. Top drawer to the chef.
Oh, big up, man. Big up.
Nice trying to get out of there and I don't know, taste different foods and that. You know what I mean? As I get older,
it's a must, bro. It's a must.
Okay, excellent. Thanks very much for that information, then, Marlon. All right, so
Yo,
entertainment news.
Entertainment. So we last week, or I think last week, we had the news announced that what's his name, Denis Villeneuve, director of the Dunes films, is going to direct the first James Bond film that is now being owned by Amazon MGM Studios.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon MGM, isn't it? Basically, they've bought Bond now, isn't it? The rights to James Bond. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know, so what's basically, yeah, so with Denis Villeneuve, he's directed films like, as I say, Dune, Prisoners, Arrival, Sicario film. Yeah, I think it's the first Sicario. Yeah, so I'm sure there was something else, but yeah, Blade Runner 2049. But so far, with the things I've seen this guy do, chef's kiss, man. Like, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with Bond.
And have they said who's going to be in the new Bond 26?
So I know they're looking at a list of actors, and one of them that, you know, I think you sent something, a post, Rich, but like, I think, no, it can't be true, man. So I was just doing some research, but Tom Holland's like up there to play him, basically. Whether or not he will play him, but I think he's expressed interest, and he's looking like likely to play Bond. Perhaps.
No way, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
No. He cannot categorically. Was that?
He's too young.
He's too young. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Way too young.
You know what? They're actually looking. You say that, but they're actually looking for a Bond that is under 30, and he's in his mid-20s now.
I thought they were looking at that light skinned brother.
Who
from
Alan P. That's Aaron P. Isn't it? I have to remember. That's how I remember his name in it by the song. Don't watch my CD. But he's I think, I don't know. I don't think that was ever going to happen, to be fair.
They're not going to do it. Let's be real.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, they can talk about it, but
let's be real.
Happening, it?
Next, we're talking about Henry Cavill being Bond, bro. It's not going to happen, bro.
Yeah. Tom Holland, hell no. Like, look, James Bond has always been middle age, man. Like late 30s or mid 40s or late 40s. Do you get what I mean? Like
let's be realistic.
In their mid 30s, you know, back in the day, and they're just older, isn't it?
Guys, us, man, believe it or not, are moving toward the mid 40s section, yeah? Who is running and jumping off building to building, bro? And doing all the stuff that James Bond does? Come on, guys. It's not feasible, bro.
To be fair, though, they only started making James Bond this mad superhero when it was Daniel Craig's turn. James Bond, it's the Mission Impossible that's doing all that stuff. But yeah, I don't see Tom Holland as James Bond. I can't hear him saying Bond. Nah, not Tom Holland. Like, he's Spider-Man, bro.
James Bond. No, but you know what? Yeah, I can't see it either, to be fair. I think I'm so used to him playing like these sort of really kind of not like timid roles, but just roles that don't command the room, innit? And to be fair, he's an actor, so he's got space to make it happen. But we just haven't seen that of him. So it's pretty hard to see what he can do. It's like when he played Nathan Drake in Uncharted series. I still ain't seen that film, to be fair, so I can't even really give my thing. But I'm like, nah, man, Nathan Drake ain't supposed to be this young looking. Like, it's weird, isn't it, to me? But I like Tom Holland, obviously. But I'm just like, I think he's just got that persona of a really young, like almost teenager quite thing, isn't it? Good on him, bro, because he'll age like a vampire. But at the same time, but he could, I don't know. He could pull it off. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the cover of Men's Health, whatever. Well, the guy's got jacked, you know. Like, he's always been quite built anyway because he's Spider-Man. But it's like James Bond, obviously, is supposed to be. I don't know the same one because obviously, like we didn't see this kind of James Bond doing flips and rolls and everything because 60s, 70s, isn't it? They weren't probably looking at that, but really and truly, James Bond's like a soldier. Do you know what I mean? He's a proper like mercenary type kind of spy. So it stands to reason why he should actually be a bit more active than the Sean Connery and Roger Moore was, basically.
Yeah. I get what you're saying in that sense.
It's funny.
Then,
sorry.
no, I was to say, go and get is it Michael Fassbender?
Oh yeah,
Magneto. Go and get him.
I can't see him playing Bond. Actually, I'd rather see him as a Bond villain. Actually,
Potentially.
Yeah, I think he'd play a better Bond villain. Like Tom Hiddleston, I'd like to see as a Bond villain as well.
Tom Holland is 29, by the way.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
29 the 1st of June.
Going on 20.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But yeah, I don't know. All I know is Dennis Villeneuve, he'll make wonders of this movie. I'm hoping so anyway.
Mo, you had something to say?
No, I was just going to say, even though we're saying that like the old Bonds didn't have the backflips and the jumping off building, I still prefer the old Bonds. Still prefer the Sean Connerys and the Roger Moores movies with Jaws and them guys there.
What's about
of it?
Chris Brosnan's one?
It was alright. Yeah, GoldenEye, that was a good film.
That was sick. In fact, the GoldenEye was sick, and Casino Royale for Daniel Craig's one was sick as well.
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bond.
And
all right.
Then we had Vin Diesel made an announcement. I think the other day or a couple of days ago, I can't remember. But basically, obviously, like we're due to have Fast X Part 2, which is basically Fast Furious 11. So they're like, yeah, when are you going to wrap this up? When are we going to have it done? And so I think he just requested 3 things. So one of them was like he wants it back in. I think it's back in Los Angeles where they first had it. They want street racing back, and finally he wants to bring back Brian O'Connor, which was the character that the late Paul Walker played. So it's been a long time. Yeah. So basically, like that would be interesting because obviously it's been years since Paul Walker died, and it's one of those things now. It's like, all right, in order to really kind of complete the story, how do you not have that character in there? You can't just be like, oh yeah, he's just gone off to have his baby with his sister and all that, and never comes back. He's like a fundamental part of the Fast and Furious series, isn't it?
What are you saying? Are you thinking recasting?
Well, was it Fast X? Was it Fast 7 or one of them?
It was one when he had his brother.
They had his brother at the end. But
but that was only at the end. That was only minimal scenes.
Yeah. And I know his brother done certain scenes in it as well. Like I think the last Fast and Furious film that he was actually in, they kind of done like a back and forth with him and his brother in it as well. But I don't know, like part of me thinks like, okay, is it too on the nose if they get his brother and would it look a bit weird and creepy? Like, or do they just replace him with a completely new actor?
Don't replace him with any. If it's going to be the last one, it's going to be the last one, right?
Yeah.
Then you can't replace him with a new actor. There's no point. You might as well just get his brother in for a certain and use a bit of CGI or whatever they want to do. Do you get what I mean?
Actor? That's fucked up.
If you remember the Star Wars where they brought Luke Skywalker back, they could. I mean, technology is moving pretty quickly. I'm sure they could do something like that. They de-aged Tony Stark and all that. Yeah,
and I think the family are okay with it anyway, because like sometimes it's like, oh, he's passed away now, so is it going to be a bit like? Is it going to be too much for them to bring him back on screen when he's actually not alive at all, like sort of thing? But no, it could work. I guess we live in an age of technology now, innit? So things are going to be heading this way.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's true though, because it's funny you say it, because I watched for some reason I watched the Paddington trilogy innit, which I absolutely loved.
No. Sorry. I'm not going to have you say that.
The what?
You watched Paddington. Don't do that. Don't like. Don't belittle Paddington, bro. It's cool if you want to watch it. Like, don't. You're like, oh no, what's a Paddington?
Oh, no, I want to watch it, bro. I've been.
Okay, that's say with your chest, bro.
And it's just like, yeah, Paddington, bear. Anyway, like I watched all that, and they changed the mum, Mrs. Brown, in the last film. And I don't know if that's because the actor, what's her name, Sally Hawkins, she just want to come back or anything. But and the new one done good for what it was, but it just probably took me out of the film though, because like, no man, this is like the home run and it's just changed the character, like the actor completely. But so I get that, you know, you probably want to keep Paul Walker-ish in there, I suppose.
Yeah, she said she didn't want to return, the mum.
Yeah. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Yeah. But yeah, that was like the news so far.
Any trailers, my friend?
Yeah, trailers. So I thought there was more trailers than this. Probably was, but maybe some we just didn't care about. So we had I'm sure you watched this as well, Rich. I don't know if we all watched it, but there was a film called Troll that came out on Netflix a few years back. And I think it's like sort of set in Norwegian times, or just a Norwegian setting, basically. And yeah, low budget, not a big budget Netflix, straight to Netflix film, but the sequel's coming out soon, and that looks pretty good. I enjoyed the first one. Did you watch the original one, Rich?
I can't remember. I'm quickly trying to Google it now.
I'm sure we did. Some of us watched it.
I typed in Troll and I put in Troll Hunter.
Yeah, Troll. Definitely watch Troll Hunter. Big
it's a film that Richard probably would have watched, but I doubt he watched this.
Yeah, so that's coming out. That looks pretty interesting. I liked the first one. Yeah. If you don't remember, it's fine, isn't it? Just had to put it out there.
Man, cool.
I
watched the first one.
Yeah.
Because the second one hasn't come out yet, Rich.
You know, because the second one trailer's now. I'm watching the trailer now. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying I watched the first one.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I don't really remember what it's about too much, but I liked the visual effects of the troll and stuff. So that was really good. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the other one we had was the final Fantastic Four trailer. This showed a bit more of the story, I think. Like it had the Silver Surfer character. I can't remember the actual character's name, the Silver Surfer, but she basically come down to basically let them know that, yeah, your world's going to be screwed basically, innit, by Galactus. And I think apparently it's like a year after Galactus comes, so they've just got to prepare for a whole year until Galactus comes. So it shows a bit more of just the family, like everyone's just waiting for Thing to say it's clobbering time, but he just doesn't say it at all. So that's obviously like one of the things, major quotes as well. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really excited for this film at all.
Because it's not Superman.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, I don't blame you, Merv. I don't blame you. I think another another film that the trailers have been absolutely constantly repeated. Not repeated, should I say? Every single trailer is like nearly every month for the last 6 months. It's like, is it necessary? Why are they showing so much of it? What's wrong with it?
I don't even know. I don't even think it's that they showed so much of it. They haven't shown anything that makes me think I really can't wait to see this film. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I think it'll be good. But I haven't watched any of the trailers, so what do I know? Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
But I think it'd be interesting. Well, I don't know. I'm not saying that they have done some shit Fantastic Fours before, so.
Yeah, it's like that franchise is just cursed, man.
So what, the franchise?
Yeah, because I remember the Michael B. Jordan one.
Was it that bad?
That one's the worst one out of all of them.
I remember it.
What's that, Mark?
I said he don't remember it. Yes.
No, I've never watched it.
It had such a perfect premise as well, like actors and everything, and yeah, that tanked.
To be honest.
And it's a shame, because it's the same guy that done. I think it's Josh Trank that done. What's that film? The one that Michael B. Jordan was when he had powers, and Dane DeHaan.
Super 8 or something like that.
Super 8.
Is it? I know what you're talking
It
about.
began with C. I know it began with C. And it's just like that kind of held hand camera that they just done throughout the whole film. That was really good. I can't remember what the definitive film was. But yeah, obviously, when he's done...
Without remorse?
Hmm?
Without remorse?
No. It's got Michael B. Jordan and Dane DeHaan in it. I can't remember what the other guy's name was. I know it began with C.
Is that the one where one of them gets a bit too excited with his powers?
Yeah, basically, I don't know if you've seen Akira, but it just reminded me of Akira when Tetsuo just went...
Chronicle.
Yeah, that's Chronicle, yeah. It just reminded me of a lot of Akira, and Tetsuo just went ham in it.
I'm sure he had powers in Without Remorse as well, though. Like, he was like a super soldier, wasn't he?
I think so.
I'm sure that was the one that was on Netflix when he was like some super soldier.
Yeah, that was on Prime. It was on Prime.
It was on Prime, yeah.
I remember it, but I can't. You might be right.
I remember being some super soldier that had something, and then he kind of could over control. Like, yeah, it's like, what is it? Tom Clancy? Them books, yeah. I think it was. I think that was the one.
And had Lauren London in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I guess we'll look and see what other entertainment news or trailers are coming up in the next coming weeks. You'll be glad to know there has been some extra releases this week, so it's not just a BMF joint. But as usual, we'll start with BMF. I'm going to hand over to my topless brethren, Richard.
All right. Do you know what? Yeah, BMF. I had 20 minutes. I think 20 or 15 minutes left to watch. So I can only give you up until I watched it. Once again, they're showing flashbacks of Mexico. Like, it's okay to show us the whole series, isn't it? I mean, the whole series, the whole episode, everything that happened at once. It's like, why are we? Is it that bad that you've constantly got to show some form of flashback on each episode, which has been there's been 4 episodes? Do you get what I mean? I'm like, what's the point? But I'm sure it's going to get to a level where it kind of makes sense. But to me, just it's okay. I remember when The Wire totally changed. I think was it season 2 when it was more about the Italian. Is it Italians?
Oh yeah,
the
Polish.
Yeah, Polish.
No, whatever it was, it wasn't about. Huh?
It was the Polish. It was the same.
The Polish, yeah. Whoever it was about more of them. And I get maybe they should have concentrated on that than those episodes initially, and then come back into it. But it is what it is. But this episode was more about Meech and Terry. One confirming they're definitely going to open a record label and sign that new artist.
Purdy.
And also it was a bit of a strange one because it was about having a new location where they can transport their drugs via cars and everything else. And they went to go and meet one of the guys that they work with previously. I can't remember his name actually. He's got a P on his neck and a chain. Anyone remember his name?
I want to say P Money, but I don't know if that's right.
Are you talking about the one that they've been doing the work with that tried to backstab them, are they?
Yeah, him. And the one his brother's got one finger.
Jay Pusher.
That's it, Jay Pusher. Yeah, man went for P Money, you know. Man's got a P in EA. Yeah, so and they went to go and see him and explain to him you can't do what you did last time again. Otherwise, of course he's a snake. 100% a snake. 100% a snake.
I think it's
so go on.
No, I was gonna say similar to what I was saying last week. Like Terry, for all of his nonsense, is kind of off. He's on the press on like everything. He's saying Jay Push is a snake. He's saying this like, but obviously Meech ain't really trying to hear it. But I think Jay, he's got an ear for it. He understands what's going on out here.
No, 100%. I totally agree. I totally agree. But it's intriguing. Like where it's really gonna go in this episode. Obviously we know B Mickey's back, and B Mickey's is all about making the money for his child and ensuring that she gets the best medical need possible. Coco, is it? Sorry, I call her Coco. I don't know why I call her Coco. What's her name? Nala. Yeah.
Yeah, Lucretia.
That's it. Remix name. Yeah, so she's just playing that game, trying to find links to she can make money. She talks about making money for her and her husband and the kids, but really and truly, she's out for herself. Do you get what I mean? Give him on. Papa, give him. Go on.
No, I was going to say there was slightly two things that irritated me about this episode.
Go ahead.
Just slightly two episodes. Nicole. I don't think the rapid change in Nicole's character to this person now is confusing me. Why is Nicole out there talking about I'm a big girl now, I can make my own way home? Worm says no, Terry told me to take you. At first I thought Terry was going to kidnap her, like I thought someone was going to kidnap her, like it wasn't real.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. I was so confused. Like I thought, nah, this guy's going to kidnap her.
And then all of a sudden, she wants to tell my man, I can suck and blow. I said, Bumbleclaw. I nearly turned off the TV. I said, where are we going this? As far as I'm concerned, obviously, I know Nicole is graduating school now, yeah? But I remember you as a youth. What are we doing?
Look, as soon as she bust her virginity, that was it. She was a wild one.
It's too much now, bro. It's too much. She can't. How is a man? All right, so your brethren has asked you to look after his little sister. Yeah, you're smoking, talking about, do you want to smoke with me? Then she says, oh, I'll suck and blow. She's trying to pull down your trousers. She says, you want it? Nah, no. He should get shot right now.
Facts.
You think Meech and Terry are going to allow you to just be piping his sister? Ridiculous. Ridiculous behavior.
To be fair, even in the last episode, that talk she was talking to her mum, was absolutely wild. I was just like, oh my god, she needs to get fixed.
But I almost thought that she was the one outside selling drugs. Who do you think she is?
Thank you very much.
And Pastor Lucille, she's annoying me, bro.
Yeah.
She's trying to be holy upon holy. Why is she being out of order to Charles? Charles wants to go on a date. You're talking about, Charles, when you're going to leave? Because I need to claim my social. Big pastor, you know.
A friend's from a devil, innit? Like a friend was basically like saying, look, just claim thing and no one has to know about it, innit? Like not everyone has to know.
Claim welfare, you know. And you're getting money from the church. Like, come on, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't know why she's upset with Charles, because Charles ain't gonna go on his tour. You was the one that told Charles he can't go nowhere.
Yep, exactly.
And then Charles goes on the date. Imagine that. You've gone on a date with a girl, you know, and then the girl's like, everything's going right. When did you know? Oh, my ex-man used to be a stalker. And you come back from the date, the stalker man's there. Man wants to push you. So obviously, he wanted to show her that, he's not an idiot. But I think he slightly went over the top. I don't think she's interested no more.
No, but I'm sorry. The man attacked me. Like, I'm going to fix you, bro.
Bruv, and fixing me did, bro.
No, and the thing is, she clearly told him, like, me and my husband are done, but he's been following me. Yeah. And, no, you know what it is? It was funny. She told him 4 seconds later. Not even a day later, you know. Not even a day later.
What's that character in Power, innit? With the Jukebox's friend, innit? Remember her husband?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. It's like He just did it. That there didn't make nothing. What dumbness is this?
Yeah.
Like, but anyway, he handled him really well. But I just think, yeah, some people might say went over the top. But look, end of the day, the guy hit you. You don't. All you know, that guy is a stalker. So he's been stalking her and every other day. So to me, I'm going to fix you because you hit me first.
Yeah, Charles just carrying rage, man. You can tell that he's just repressed his anger, innit? And he just wants. I think if that was anybody else, they would have got the same treatment. It would have, even if somebody just pushed past him in the street and said, "Sorry, man," like he would have beaten the same way.
Yeah, for so many years, the missus has been taking for ages. He just wasn't on it, bro. You can see him built up, punched him up.
Exactly.
I wasn't sure. Obviously, you mentioned Marquisha before, and obviously Marquisha was talking to the police officer, and she was like, "Oh no, thanks for helping me get to the bottom of it, whatever." Obviously, they don't know. They just see her talking to the police officer, and the police officer's trying to like grab her by the waist or whatever, and she's like, "No, stop it, whatever." So obviously, they went back and told Terry. I would have liked to have seen that interaction instead of us just being told about it. I'd have liked to see the interaction with Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that Wanda, I don't know, because Wanda was like, "Oh, can you hold the money for me?" She was like, "No, I can hold it for us." I was like, is she just the wrong thing, bro?
No, but she said for the family, and that's what I liked.
Yeah. I definitely, but before she was like, "I hope you ain't trying to come here to try and get no pom pom." Like, it's not that. It's not a that thing.
Like,
I respected it.
And the thing is, enough for a minute, I didn't know who she was because her hair was fully relaxed.
But what about when they went to the music awards and seeing like Left Eye and all of these people? Although my girl looks just like Aaliyah, though.
Yeah, she does, isn't it?
Ernie looks just like Aaliyah.
Yeah, for real.
But she's a cokehead.
Proper cokehead. I think we saw that from her last video shoot when she finished recording and then she went for that little snort.
It'd be interesting to see what they do with her ex-manager.
Well, he's dead, bruv.
Or he could be a massive spanner in the works, man. You never know.
Like, because obviously they're caring. The thing is, obviously, Meech wants to expand into everything, yeah. Mm-hmm. But this is like that's getting manpower away from the streets, isn't it?
Yeah.
With us having to deal with my man, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
And where's Thingy gone? You brought him back for one episode, like he was a superhero. Where's he gone?
Who's that?
I Can't Stand the Rain. I can't remember. It's not even I Can't Stand the Rain.
Oh yeah, Lamar. It's true. Really? Yeah. Yeah.
They was bringing back for Bants. Did they bring him back for Bants?
Hey, it's poor. It's poor.
He'll be somewhere, man, isn't it? He'll be somewhere.
And I really think my man needs to give up as well, you know.
Brian.
Brian. You need to give up, man. Get a grip, man. Go on holiday.
So it's probably annoying. In fact, his story was only interesting when he was going out with when he was having that affair with Lynn. Yeah. Like at least that was a bit like, all right, there's some, but it just yeah. I mean, I'm sorry what happened to his son and that, innit? But gosh, man, he's boring.
Sorry to hear that. Do you know what I mean? But obviously he's not even proper police at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's still walking around like he owns a gaff.
It's true.
I respect it though. The man said, "I can't come to a strip club with you. They all know me. They all start running." Yeah, he went to strip club. The girl's trying to give him a dance. He's not on it.
He's like, get out my face.
Miserable man. And obviously then the person he was looking at kicked, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to see what episode 5 has got to say on the matter. And obviously the rest of the 5 episodes of the season to find out if it is the final season or not.
It can't be. What? I
I
don't
know
get it.
50 really isn't seem to be fucking with these man at the moment.
Yeah, he probably hasn't promoted anything from himself, is he?
No.
Guy's so stush.
Yeah, sorry, go. But yeah, that's BMF on MGM Plus. Yeah, season 4, episode 5 will come out next week, Sunday. All right, so Disney came out with their latest program, an MCU program, which was called Ironheart. Before we go into it, I know all of you had said you didn't care about this, you wasn't interested. Since watching it, are you for or against before we go into it?
Well, at the moment, the first 2 episodes I was against. I think the 3rd episode, the whole connection with her AI friend intrigued me a bit more, but that's just
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Merv?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I think I'm just watching it for the sake of, to be fair. I'm not.
That's 4.
I'm
Thank you.
waiting, just waiting, yeah.
It's 4. No, that's just cool, bro. Marley Marr.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, so you're against it. I really no. Okay, let me do 3.
That's what I'm saying. See what he's gonna say, Merv. Yeah, he'll talk about how shit some films are that we. Come on, go on, carry on. Sorry, bro.
But you'll notice distinct difference of why I think this is okay and Superman isn't. So read between the lines. But I actually enjoy this. I think it's going to be all right. I was pleasantly surprised. I think on Wednesday the reviews that came out first thing in the morning, I think were out of order because they were talking, like, you see, like the first day you're talking, oh, this is the worst MCU TV show ever, and I'm like ratings. I'm like, brother, it's been out for like 24 minutes. What are we talking about? Yeah. And then I started seeing reviews come, say, Friday, Saturday, saying actually the first 3 episodes really they leave you wanting more.
There you go.
I think considering it's a new character, considering all those kind of things, it's a female, she's black. I just think it's actually decent. We've seen worse shows.
Well, you know what? It's okay, and I think the only problem is I think because it's called Iron, that's the problem, and I think this is why people are on the defensive because they know it's in relation to Iron Man and everything else, and it's just like we have Iron Man gave us Robert Downey Jr. gave us a fantastic Iron Man, and where this is just following on the back of Iron Man. That's the rationale why people will kind of totally dislike it. However, I watched the first episode not caring about the first episode. It's just on the background, just that. A few things caught me, but I thought, okay, cool, let me give episode 2 a watch. And I thought, okay, it's getting there. I can see a bit of humor in it. I can see that she's going through trauma. And obviously she gets caught up with the criminal gang in order for her to continue with her work and her projects and stuff like that. And obviously the trauma she's going through was that her dad who died? Or was it?
I'm kind of toying with that as well. You know, I don't know if it's her dad or.
Because I don't think she calls him dad.
No, because they called him. But when he was getting shot up, when they filmed the thing, I heard someone say dad, but yes, I don't know if it's one of the ones like, they just call him by his name, but it's actually dad or or stepdad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So and obviously her trauma. So how did her friend? How was her friend created? Was it just by accident?
No, it was from her foot. So basically, it was attached to her head. Remember, she fell asleep.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And then it uploaded, and then it just because obviously Natalie must mean so much to her, whatever. obviously when it's registering all the brain signals, that's when it turned out to be her AI.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, some algorithm things must be going on.
Yeah, her
Oh,
neural
yeah.
autonomous technical assistant and laboratory intelligence entity.
Yeah, that was quite clever, I can't lie.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but and I think it got better. I just at the moment I'm just liking the connection of her and the AI and the fact that AI was her best friend and everything else. That's what I'm enjoying. But the storyline itself, I'm not enthusiastic about it. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. I'm sure it's going to get better. Ironheart has a bigger role to play within the Marvel industry. This is not like a lot of people thinking, oh yeah, she's gonna get cancelled. No, she's gonna be in it.
Yeah, I think is she supposed to be in Doomsday, or was she one of the lineups and those chair things?
I don't think she was, but the reason why no one else has been put on those lineups on those chairs because contracts weren't sorted out in the first place.
It's not finished. It's clearly not finished yet, anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, the guy is RiRi's stepdad.
Oh, okay. Stepdad. Okay.
Stepdad.
Yeah. So yeah, I just it's okay. It's nothing to me. It's nothing exciting for me to get excited about because I think Ironheart is a new thing probably for all of us, right? So you don't know what to expect. We don't really know. I don't personally know the ins and outs of her storyline. So this is like the evolution or the next phase to the whole Iron Man, the whole Marvel industry. So yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, bar it says Iron on it, I wouldn't even try and put them really together. Obviously, she rates what Tony Stark has done and all the rest of it, but I'm kind of very much trying to look at them as two separate characters.
No.
But what I mean in the sense of if I look too much at the linkage between them, it makes me, it makes me question her ability and kind of think like she's no Iron Man or whatever. But so I kind of try and keep it the same. But I think she's definitely going to go through a journey of almost being a villain or an anti-hero at the beginning, and then her kind of coming round. Obviously, she's doing bare badness, isn't it? Like the fact she's doing the robberies, all the rest of it, the fact she allowed John to die.
Yeah.
Without normally saving him. Do you get me? I feel like she's going through it. And obviously, people were kind of putting things in her head because she didn't really care about the hood. It was the brethren or the other people that in the group that was like, yeah, I wonder what the hood is made of. Can we let's just take it? So they kind of gassed her into doing it. Do you get me? And then she still bloody dropped it on the way out.
But do you know what? You know what I take issue with here? They haven't made her. They haven't made her likable. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know anything about the comics, to be fair. Like, but there's nothing fun about her. Like I know. Like sometimes superheroes is that classic trope of you start off kind of low and then your art changes. But they've just made her appear to be some arrogant person. There's nothing wrong with being arrogant. Tony Stark was arrogant, but I suppose he's arrogant. But I don't know. To me, like obviously she's clearly like basing her technology from Tony Stark, like Iron Man. She's inspired it in some way, but she seems ungrateful about it as well. She doesn't. There didn't seem a lot of praise for the man that literally saved the whole universe from Thanos. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck Iron Man, bro.
No, bro. You can't save Iron Man, bro. He is.
No, you can because I didn't like him.
No, but whether you like him or not, story wise.
No, remember we have this argument. Iron Man was the creator of a lot of his issues in the first place.
Yeah, but his arc, he probably changed changed his ways.
But the thing is, you just said he changed his ways. You've only seen 3 episodes of this RiRi.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, like, it doesn't make sense for her to be like that. Number one, because don't forget, she was in Wakanda forever, innit? This is where we saw her. Mm-hmm. She was battling to save a nation and everything like that. Why are you resorting to petty crime for?
Because she got kicked out of MIT, bruv.
Yeah, but are you telling me like she literally is with the Queen or Princess of Wakanda now? Like she's got bring-ins here. Like she don't. Yeah, like all that technology, all that stuff that she's doing. It just seems like it's like they just forgot that she was in Wakanda forever.
No, remember, no one in MCU talks to each other outside of the films.
No, it's not making excuses.
Come on, you know that no one talks to each other. No one hollers at each other.
Weird, though. It's weird. It's like start her off with some look. Obviously, we want to see black people excel in these programs and films. Yeah, start her off with some black excellence, innit?
100%.
Why is she in the hood fight? Like it just like again, like I said, I don't know what the comics are like, but I know like with comic book to film and TV adaptation, you can play around with it so much. Think what they've done with Civil War, Infinity War. They changed it to make it suit the film. It's like just make her a bit more likable and a bit more fun. There's nothing. Look, I've got no like. You know, some people are like, oh, like, why is there a female Iron Man or whatever? Like nothing wrong with that, but just make a good story out of her. And to be fair, like the next 3 episodes, which is coming like this week, could change. But I don't know, man. I'm just not.
Listen, you are basing all this on 3 episodes and you're already criticizing. Look, you haven't even finished the whole season.
But that's not.
I can say that because it's not because the first 3 episodes are essential. I don't want the first 3 episodes to be boring and then let's rush to make a really good. Because I heard that it's supposed to be really good at the end, but I don't want it to just be good at the end. I want it to be good all the way through. I want each episode to elevate.
Hold on, have we been watching Marvel TV shows over the last 3-4 years?
Yeah, they haven't been great, bro.
We know this.
Yeah,
and they've been horrendous in the beginning. So
yeah,
what's different?
But I'm saying, but this is just adding another disappointment, so to speak.
I don't think it's a disappointment.
We know where Marvel is at this moment on their TV shows, and I can't remember who said it. They're going to slow down on their TV shows, and this is another.
Bob Iger that said that, I think.
Sorry,
Bob Iger, the CEO.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to slow down in it because they were just putting stuff out, and the quality wasn't good. To me, it's at the moment it's okay. It's nothing to shout out about. But we was to continue watching to at least give it a full review at the end of it.
Because as we do.
I don't think you're really getting what Merv was saying though. I hear his point 100%, and that's why a lot of people are pretty much against this show because look, we got a black girl as the main star, but let's make her a hood girl. Let's give her all the stereotypes as usual. Like Merv said, why can't she start as in black excellence? Why has she got to be in a gang? Why has she got to then go to the hood?
No, she's not in a gang. She's not in a gang.
Well, I ain't seen it. I'm just going by what you lot saying. Like the gang made her go back to the hood, and
she's doing jobs for a gang. To be fair, like he's kind of used. Like I know he's paying her and stuff, but he's making her do unethical things, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but that's what her battle is. Her battle is against her doing unethical things, but she understands why she's doing them. But that battle is against her doing those ethical things. She doesn't want to. If she could, she'd still work at MIT. Yeah. It's not like she had the most amount of help to help her make the suit and all the rest of it. She's making this of her own genius. They always ran out of money. Man had to go start shotting like answers to other people at different universities.
That's what she's doing, Mark. She's also like basically selling exams and that to other people, isn't it? Like so she's again, man. It's like
but she's doing what she's hustling. She's doing what she has to.
Yeah, I know. It's just like
if this was Tony Stark, we'd say that he's got grit and determination. If this was Alan Sugar, we'd say he pulled himself up from the bootstraps and all that nonsense. Yeah. But like that's what I'm saying. But my thing is this: granted, you were watching this with one eye half open or one eye closed, whatever it is. Yeah, you're watching it. Yeah, but I don't think the masses are watching it with that same one eye open thing. They're just like slating it. But on a level, they're slating it before it started.
Yeah, look, 100%. There's going to be some haters that just want to hate it for the sake of doing it. I'm talking more of a storytelling format. It's not like, again, like you've got someone here, and it's like you can alter the story. Again, I don't know. It just feels like I'm watching her, and I feel like this is someone that just happens to, all right, okay, yeah, Tony Stark done that, so I can do it as well, sort of thing. But it doesn't seem to be a kind of an almost inspirational connection with them. Do you know what I mean? That's what's bothering me. Like even Spider-Man had more. I know obviously Spider-Man and Tony Stark had an actual connection and stuff, but I would have rather, like, even if she didn't get to meet Tony Stark, or even if they just kind of shoehorn somewhere that, yeah, I went to one of Tony Stark's conventions, whatever, and he really inspired me. Give me something like that, innit? Give me some like kind of like, I don't know. You see how like they had Kamala Khan in Miss Marvel? She was fun. It wasn't the greatest series, but she
idolized that. All it is that she. I think what you're hating about is the fact that she doesn't give no love to Iron Man.
She doesn't. It doesn't even have to be like, oh, Iron Man. But it's just, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. Like Rich said, it's because they called it like because they put the iron in it. So you're kind of expecting some kind of affiliation with. Obviously, there is affiliation with Iron Man.
But is iron not just because it is a metal suit, bro? It's a metal suit of armor, bro.
You still put the word iron in it.
Yeah.
No, but it's okay. What else would you put as a suit, bro?
Well, I mean, War Machine's called War Machine. Do you know what I mean? Like,
his suit is Iron Man suit. And his suit is actually Iron Man suit.
Yeah, but again, that makes sense. They're buddies, they're best friends. He's like, but I don't know. Look, I want to like this, innit? But so far, I'm just like, nah. Do you know what I mean? It's not like said. It's coming out next week. Obviously, I mean this week. Obviously, the last 3 episodes, and okay, if it's good, I hope it's good at the end. But I'm just gonna be like, I want this for the whole 6 episodes.
Well, they've only done 6, and it's all coming out once.
Yeah, you wasn't there last week when I was saying it, innit? Because basically, it's just like, it's almost like, okay, let's just get this out and done with straight away. They don't even give it.
I would even beg to differ that. I think the fact that, Rich, you said about the first 2 episodes feeling a certain way, and then by episode 3 you felt a bit different about it. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why they dropped it the way they dropped it. Yeah. I think if they dropped it episode by episode, by week 1, none of you was going to watch episode 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I think the character build up in the way the episodes are done, one after the other, it makes you like, okay, cool. Like, realistically, we don't even know why the hood is the hood. We just know there's some evil fuckeries going on with my man. Like, do you get me? His back, his tattoos, all those kind of things. The fact he left John. We haven't even talked about like his whole crew. All we don't really even know is why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah. So I for me, I think it shows promises.
Do you know what it is? Yeah. When they done, I don't know what it is with Marvel, how they write female characters. It might be something like that as well. But as soon as I didn't really know anything about Black Panther before I saw Civil War. You know, I know he was a character, but I didn't really follow Black Panther at all. Didn't know who Chadwick Boseman was. But the minute I saw this guy in Civil War, I thought, I want to see more of this guy in it. And when I saw, and actually I was looking forward to Ironheart as a character, because I thought, oh yeah, I know they done a comic of her, whatever. But when they just put her in Wakanda Forever, I'm like, I'm not excited to see your series. Do you know what I mean? And I wanted that same thing that I had with watching Black Panther, as the same as Ironheart, but it's just not there.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because again, like you said, she's like, I think they need to focus more on the like women as well. Because they've had pure men like in MCU, like up until how many properties, but also it's just like, yeah, she's a sister, isn't it? Like, do you get me? So you want to see her do good, but I don't know. We'll see
and I want to say this Ironheart thing we're watching. It wrapped up in 3 years ago. Yeah. It was finished recording in November 2022. And obviously there's lots of different things that have happened within the world or MCU since then.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, if it dropped in December 22 or January 22, 2023, would you have been looking a bit different?
I don't know.
It's just that obviously, like I said, a lot has happened since then. Yeah, we've had some mediocre films, you've had some more mediocre shows, them kind of things.
Well, to be fair, I mean, MCU, I hate to say it, it's like impressed me now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They had a massive stretch, and to be fair, that's a lot of films, you know, a lot of films for one studio. And if they were to say, you know what, we're done now, good on you, innit? Like you smashed it. But I think, like, not even just Ironheart, but just with a lot of their recent properties, like, make me excited again, innit?
Well, they're handing it over to DC with Superman.
And he laughs. So let's move on from that bad boy. All right. So we've had the return of Squid Games season 3, episodes 1 to 6. I have not watched this because I stopped watching Squid Games in series 2. But those that have watched it, is it worth watching?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, it brings. It's weird. It brings the story to a conclusion, but also possibly opens up more probably spin-offs and stuff in it. Yeah, it was. It felt really bleak, man. Do you know what I mean? Like there was nothing happy about this series at all. And I think with a show like this, considering what the games are like, it's like there has to be one winner. Do you know what I mean? So even the characters that you get used to seeing or going that journey with, good or bad, they're eventually just gonna die, innit? Like, so it's a bit it's mad. Like this series though, man, had a lot of stabbing, and I was like, oh, it's maybe uncomfortable, but yeah, it felt very different to the first series completely. But obviously, there's only so much you can do those kind of unique games in it because they have to focus on elevating the story. But I think it was definitely worth to watch. It was good.
Has anyone else started watching Squid Games?
I've started, but I'm literally on episode 1, so of season 3. But I think Squid Game. I really enjoy Squid Games. It's a good show.
Yeah.
I had to turn you down, Murph, because I didn't want to hear anything.
Yeah. I didn't do any spoilers. Don't worry.
I heard the bleak ending. I was like, no.
Squid Game season 3, and that is on Netflix. Another show that came out was Smoke. Smoke is on Apple TV. It's been 2 episodes that have come out. I'm halfway through the 2nd episode. I know Merv's watched both episodes. I think it's a bit of a slow burner, but it's left me wanting more.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely right. It is a slow burner. I think it kind of sets the tone for the whole series, I reckon. Whether it's going to escalate to something more, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it because I've never heard sort of fire being discussed in this way. To be fair, I've not really watched a lot of fire-based TV programs, and there's loads out there. To be fair, do you know what I mean? Chicago Fire,
Chicago Fire, I love them.
Yeah, London's Burning and all that stuff. So I didn't see any trailer for this, by the way. I just went straight into it. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a fire program.
But it's probably even more than a fire program. Fire is the thing in the background. It's about the human interactions. It's about the investigation, all those kind of things. What it's really about, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then obviously, Freddy. I don't know what his real name. I can't even say his real name.
Well, the main character,
the baddie.
Oh, the baddie. Oh,
you know the one that works in the fried chicken shop.
Oh yeah.
Who they think is the actual arsonist? Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to kind of see his character develop. Yeah. He seems fascinated by fire.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Is it an English show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got Taron Egerton. Taron. No, well,
he's American Ugandan. He's American Ugandan. We would know him from. Oh, he was in Treme, but you didn't. I don't know if you watched that.
No.
He's been in a few things.
You know, I might. He might have been. You know,
he was in Heroes. He was in Heroes. He was in Heroes. He was one of the. Oh my god.
I know who you're
What?
talking about now, straight away.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Was he the bad guy in Heroes?
I think so.
Not
He
that-
was.
not that Haitian. No, the Haitian wasn't really bad, was he? To be fair,
He was the one, and he got teleported back to Africa with Peter Petrelli,
yeah,
and he spoke about the second coming.
I'd have
Right,
to
this
see
is
it
what-
again. You know? I'd have to see it again.
He's in the
'cause-
Shy. You don't watch the Shy, do you?
No.
He's in the Shy.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I'd have to watch again, like in a while, because he's one of those actors like you see him and you don't realize you've seen him in loads of things, but you just
Yeah.
yeah.
Tari, Winnie. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm not going to pretend to say no. I have to say his name properly.
What characters are?
What in what?
Oh, in
No, I was
Smoke?
trying to say his real name. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know his real name. And obviously, it's got Journey Smollett in it.
yeah.
And I think Journey Smollett is amazing. And
That's
Taron
why I have to
Egerton.
send it to you, man. That's why I have to send it to you.
Yeah, I love Journey Smollett, bro. I think she's sick.
Hmm.
Oh my god, sorry. I don't really think she's sick, babes. Don't get on to me. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but she's, I mean, anyway. So, yeah, no, Smoke is interesting. It's on Apple TV. The first 2 episodes are out. About an hour long, 56 minutes to an hour. I think the first one's an hour and 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm intrigued. Looking forward to seeing what's going on with that.
Yeah.
All right. The next one, I know Kel briefly spoke about this last week, but I'm going to hand over to Marley Marr, as Marley Marr is fresh from the cinema, the house of movies. Man went to the cinema on his ones.
Ones, there's 6 of
To
us in
go and watch 28 years later.
If
What
you're
are your thoughts?
It was I enjoyed it. I particularly liked how they contrasted the old days to what was happening in 28 years later. I don't know if anyone noticed that, like they kept going back to like wars from.
I haven't seen it. Just saying. No, continue.
I don't know. I expected a bit more, but on the whole, it's a good show. The little kid, I can't remember his name, but he annoyed me a little bit. The way he left the whole village to take his mum to see this doctor. Huh?
It's annoying because they keep on doing it in films, yeah? They make this kid, like, this so annoying, bruv. Like, why do these kids not learn to listen to their parents? I don't understand what's happening. Like, you get me? Like, you're talking to your dad because your dad's having an affair or whatever, yeah? Or you're talking to him in a way, what are you doing, bruv? You're picking up yourself, taking your mum across the bridge into a land where there is loads of these, I don't know what they're called. What are they called?
Infected.
The infected.
Yeah, that. I just felt like
you can handle that.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me.
Like you're struggling to shoot a bow and arrow, yeah, at the sloth-like beings. The sloth-like beings, bro, yeah. And then the next day you think you can take on what was it? It's the Ultra. What's his name?
The Alphas.
The Alphas. Come
Yeah.
on, it's silly.
Yeah.
But I think it's an all right story, though. I do think it's an all right story.
I don't really want to spoil it because it's just come out, but I was a bit surprised at the end.
I was disappointed at the end.
Yeah, so was I. It wasn't. Yeah, but I think because there's another one coming next year. I think.
January.
But I thought when it started, I thought that guy who had the son, I can't remember their names. I thought he was Jimmy.
Yeah.
So it was kind of mad when you went to the end, but it reminded me of a little bit of is it Walking Dead? I don't know what, like the way they just started killing all the infected.
I'm assuming so because I've never watched Walking Dead, so I think it was similar. But I didn't like who they were at the end. I think that was the thing that upset me the most. Who they were and what they could do. How could they do that? Yeah. And I didn't like the references. That's a spoiler.
These guys.
Please don't spoil it. Oh, please don't spoil it.
They're not even going to watch it, to be honest, man. Do you know what I mean? I could not spoil it, yeah. And Merv will take Merv will wait until it comes out on Sky before he watches it. Yeah.
No man, soon.
He's not. It's all right, brother.
That's already booked his Superman ticket, but yeah, it's cool.
I didn't like the fact, that they turned it into Jim will fix it, bro. I didn't like that.
The guys out, the guys at the end.
Yeah. Do you not notice that all of them are versions of
him?
Jim.
Yeah.
I didn't like that bit.
And the upside down cross, I'm like, is that because your father was a priest and you saw that it didn't really work out for him? I don't know. I don't really know how to describe this film. Because it's completely different to 28 Days Later. It's completely different to 28 Weeks Later.
You can watch this as an isolated film. You don't have to watch the first two to watch this.
Yeah. It wasn't a horror. Like the first two were horrors to me. This was, I don't know, it's almost like a drama kind of thing with a few monsters. But a lot of it was predictable as well. You know, like the soldier, the Swedish guy.
Yeah.
It was clear. Like also the mum trying to go and help a infected give birth. That pissed me off because you knew what was going to happen. I don't know.
But also, okay, whose baby is that?
I think I had a feeling it was that Alpha that picked her up.
That's what I thought, but then I thought the fact that it's not infected means can you do that?
Yeah, but then the doctor said the magic of the placenta, like that's what kept it not infected.
Yeah, but the sperm must have ain't that infected? And then I thought, does that mean that the infections, that the infected are still doing their thing?
Yeah. Unless maybe she got pregnant before, and then that's why the baby's. I don't know. But it's worth a watch, though. I would watch it if you've watched the first two.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's
definitely worth a watch.
The next part 4 is next year, I think.
Yeah. And they want to make this one into a trilogy.
Oh, is it a trilogy? Okay. So they basically, like you said, they basically started it again.
Yeah.
They didn't have any reference to 28 Days Later, which I thought
they are clearly on the edge of the earth as well, boy. Well, the edge of the United Kingdom, anyway.
Are you walking down that path? Are you mad?
No, I think I would, but not just for the bats, because these men are going there for hunting purposes, like it's just normal. Yeah. Everyone's saying, "Well, look, if you go, you don't come. We're not looking for you.
We're not looking for you, bro." But then, like you said, sorry, I know what's going on, but I think it was a bit pointless that they were just taking him just to go and get a kill. Like, if you're not safe on the island, I don't know. And the way the doctor just dealt with my man's mum like that, she's gonna go. So
came back, cleaned it, you know.
And clean her skull, put her skull where you want it to go. Like,
yeah.
If you kept your mum at home, she'd still be here.
No, but she was Oh yeah, 28 years later is in the cinema now. And that's getting a bit hot, boys, so we'll try and wrap up. F1 came out over the weekend. I haven't watched it yet. I'll wait.
Listen, obviously I'm not a sportsman, innit? But there's nothing better than watching a sports film. And this is such a feel-good sports movie. Yeah. And you should only watch it in cinema for your first time. Yeah. Like
I'm thinking about going to watch it in 5D.
Yeah. I don't even know what it is. But
whatever it is, the one at Cineworld where the chairs move and all that stuff.
Yeah. Like this was such a good movie, man. It's like, even if you're not into Formula One, but they just explain things. It's such a different take on car racing, basically, isn't it? Like just the ingenuity of it all. It's incredible, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like,
oh, you seen it already?
Yeah.
Oh, so you went to choose you chose F1 over 28 Days Later? Man.
No, we're not talking about 28 Days Later, right? We're talking about F1. But no, it was good, man. Like, and this because it's the same director that done Top Gun Maverick. So just like, well, I don't know who saw Top Gun Maverick, but just imagine, like, even with Top Gun Maverick, the way they've done the jets, basically the fighter jets, because they actually had the physical fighter jets there. They put cameras everywhere around it. shaking or whatever. Like this is how they've done it in the cars, and I was like, there was just scenes there where you're like sitting at the edge of your seat thinking, what is going to happen in this vehicle? Like, yeah, they smashed it, man.
So
apparently,
so it was 4DX, but they don't show the film in 4DX, so there's nothing I can do.
And apparently, I think the director's kind of maybe joking about, or maybe I don't know if he's being serious or not, but doing a crossover of F1 and Days of Thunder. So getting Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt back together again on screen. That would be... no, I don't think I've seen Days of Thunder. I need to watch it now, but I do want to see them back on screen together because I haven't seen that since. I haven't seen that since Interview with a Vampire.
Richard.
Yeah.
Tell them that they're old and need to stop doing this.
Thank you.
Richard's just hot, yeah. So he's got nothing constructive to say about that.
I want Richard to say they're old people. Just leave it.
I agree. Just give it to someone else.
Also, Megan 2.0 is out.
Yeah, haven't seen it. Don't think I will see it.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Merv has not gone to watch How to Train Your Dragon after he spoke about this film so many times and how amazing it's going to be. And he's going to watch it.
Let me say something, man. There's been an illegal amount of films come out over this past month. You know, I swear there's like 3 films a week that's come out. You know.
And on Wednesday, Jurassic Park is coming out.
Yeah. Rah.
So there's films. You got to keep up to it.
Yeah. There's a lot of things coming out, man.
Yeah, I want to watch Jurassic World Rebirth. Eng went to watch Karate Kids yesterday, so he enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Karate Kid legend.
Yeah, he watched that.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, there's lots of stuff coming out. But I'm going to talk about this film, and I'm hoping Rich has watched it. That was a film that was filmed with an Apple iPhone. It's been released by YouTube, and yeah, I don't know if Apple sponsored it or just the fact it was made on an Apple iPhone. And that is starring our very own Stormzy in Big Man.
I've watched it. I think it's about 20 minutes, 27 minutes.
Yeah, 21.
Look, first of all, we just got to say, iPhone camera, well done.
Yeah, show some respect.
No, honestly, like the cleanness of the footage is outstanding. It is outstanding. However, the show itself, I just didn't get it.
It made no fucking sense, bro.
You get what I mean? It made no sense.
I don't understand. I see a lot of people just.
But before you say how amazing it was filmed, I'm gonna just give people who haven't watched it a brief synopsis.
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about how it was made. I'm just going to talk about
the story. Stormzy's in his house.
Yeah,
his fridge is getting delivered. Yeah, shout out my brother Dancing Boy Jay, who was in the film, who was one of the brothers moving the fridge. Okay, Jay, you did an amazing job. It's nothing against you. Yeah, so Stormzy's fridge can't fit. They say we're leaving it. We're not dealing with this. There are some kids that try to bump Stormzy. Stormzy gets them to help move a fridge. Stormzy doesn't want to pay them properly. All of a sudden, they're going to Brighton. So now Stormzy is traveling to Brighton with these 2 little kids for no real reason. And then he spends days with them, like the day with them, takes them on rides and stuff. And then they do a rap video. Okay, you go. You tell me that I missed something.
Bro, but the other thing you missed, that atrocious wig he was wearing in his head.
Thank you.
Like, but like, why? Like why have you got that hairpiece? It just doesn't make. It was just. Look, I like Stormzy in it, but I'm fuck it, I'm gonna give it to him. It's full of shite. What was you thinking? Like, who ripped the script? Who put the script together? Because it was awful. The whole thing just didn't make sense. I get the fact that you're using an iPhone to, record it when the iPhone was fantastic. And that's the reason why I said, first of all, let's big up iPhone because the camera is awesome. But this whole thing is atrocious. So when you do something and it's against your name, you've got, you kind of got to believe in what you're taking forward because it represents you. To me, it just showed me Stormzy cannot act for shit. Yeah, these two little boys that they brought in, it's like any two random kids that I can find on the street and say, "Wagwan, yeah, fam, give me some money." Come on, get out of here, man. Come on, is this what we're doing? It's 2025, and we're still doing nonsense scripts. Nonsense scripts. Stormzy should have said no. Just read the script. Read it before you're doing it. Like, why would you expose yourself to criticism when you know something's horrendous? Anyway, he probably got paid well for it. That's all it is.
I mean, you got 14 million views in 12 days.
No, well.
Yeah, no, because everyone wants to know what it's about.
And I think the thing is, how you know it's lame is because the comments are turned off. They didn't want
when they turn up the comments, it's serious problems, bro. Because they know, like something, right? When I do a piece of work and it has to go out to the business, right? It has to get signed off. The person who signed this stuff was like, guys, look, I know it's Stormzy, innit? But this is shite. Is this all you could do within this time scale and put this project together? Oh, boss, Stormzy's not a great actor, blah, blah, blah. We must get it through because it's Stormzy, the background, the people. And they signed it off. They should be embarrassed. And I bet that if you go to iPhone, headquarters, that's there being played and played and played. The only good thing about it was the song.
Man said iPhone headquarters, Sorry, Rich.
Oh, what is it then? I don't know. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, Apple. Yeah, Apple. That's it. Apple. Yeah, man. Like the song was good. I started nodding my head when the song came on. I thought, okay, cool. Yeah, we know you got bars, but we definitely know you cannot act to save your life.
Merv, Merv, go ahead, talk to me.
I liked it, man.
Of course you liked it, Merv. Of course you liked it.
Just calm down there with your topless self, right? Look, right. Look, first of all, this is a short film, yeah? And you're gonna find a lot of short films, not all of them.
Not as shit as this. Not as shit as this.
They have a bit more of a moment in time kind of feel to it. So there was nothing major or spectacular about the story. It's just, from what I got from it, he's a has-been rapper, hasn't made a song in 8 years. He knows these kids from around the way. They're clearly like don't have their parents with them. They're in some sort of home, like in that sense. They're trying to hustle him and stuff. Like, he decides, all right, look, right, if you want money, earn it, move my stuff for me. And I think what their goal was is just to kind of, we just want to go Brighton, innit? We just want to go Brighton. And he's obviously, look, dream bigger, innit? And it's like, you know what? I got time. Let me take you to Brighton, which I thought was a bit weird because he didn't ask permission. That was the only thing I found weird about that.
There was no consent. But can you imagine your children are just in Brighton? Stormzy took us to Brighton.
But to me, it was a bit symbolic, innit? Because obviously the children, their kind of aspirations are obviously going to be that of children, innit? And stuff. And he's washed up. He's done a great thing for them. And he's like, he hasn't rapped in 8 years. And it's look, just rap. Gives him inspiration, goes back in the studio, makes a beat, end the story. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was, for what it was, I thought it was good. I think it's good that it was obviously done on the iPhone and stuff. It's like, it's quite inspirational for, I guess, for anybody that wants to make films or short films. That obviously having a name like Stormzy attached to an Apple, like they're gonna do stuff with that, innit? But I think just by seeing that, like Marlon said, 40 million views, that's quite inspirational for someone just to be like, you know what, I've got an iPhone 16. let me go and do this. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing technical about the story. It's quite, in fact, I would go as far as saying it is quite symbolic. It is quite inspirational, that the fact that, you know what, there's some kids here that they've clearly lost their parents, because there was a scene where it's like, oh, what do your parents think, or something like that, and it just kind of went a bit sad, innit? Like, so it's like he wants to do something good for these kids. They've also inspired him, and he's made a track, and that's quite achievable to do in 20 minutes.
Yeah, no.
I think you could have put someone else in Stormzy's role. It might have made it a little bit more believable.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a really Stormzy guy, you guys are.
And it's not even the thing is, it's not even that it's Stormzy. I just think that everything that you said, the hairpiece, everything, it was just like, what are we doing here? Bro, the hairpiece didn't even look like it was cold. Like, it wasn't even
I wasn't sure if he just grew his hair, to be fair. I wasn't sure, innit? Like
Stormzy's hair is not growing like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I walked in the house here. Them was going, raw. Stormzy ain't made like what? Stormzy, like, how long has Stormzy been not making music? Why his hair's gone like that? Like, no, it's a film. It's probably a wig.
Yeah. And obviously it's deliberate, innit? It's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Unless he's making a laugh at himself, I don't get it.
Maybe. I reckon so. Like, if it's a wig, then he clearly knows, isn't it? Because his hair's I guess like his hair's just complete opposite of that in real life.
He could have just had grey hair.
How old is he anyway?
28,
grey hair, you know, man's baby age, bro.
Right. I just think for me that I just thought I wasn't sure about it.
Like, look, to be honest, look, we've seen plenty of films, short film. Can you let me speak? Thank you. We've seen plenty of films. Thank you. We've seen. Thank you. We've seen plenty of short films which lasted 25 minutes to 30 minutes, which have been really successful, really, really good. Right? What we saw, it was trash. It was trash. Didn't P. Diddy? It wasn't P. Diddy. He was part. They had a short film which lasted 30 minutes. I can't remember what it's called. I've been trying to look for it. It wasn't P. Diddy acting himself, but he was part of it. I think it came out on Prime a few years ago, and that was like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and that was a major impact. That was I don't know why I can't remember it, but it was impactful. This was just another one. You know, this filler moments. It was a filler which wasn't necessary. You might as well have followed him on a tour or at a festival, and to show the quality of the camera, engaging with fans. Something like that would have been better, instead of him trying to act like someone who he's not. Did you get what I mean? At least done something relevant to him. Yes, he makes living. Obviously, he's a songwriter, and he done a song at the end. That's great, but at least he should have followed him within his career in the sense of festivals, etc. And he's done plenty of that.
To be fair, though, I think it's just an Apple promotion, just to show, because they do it every year. They've done it with the 15, and it's not on Stormzy's channel, and if it's on Apple. So
yeah, no, of course.
But
But good promo though, because like I said, there's probably going to be so many up and coming people that want to do films, and it's like, I mean, we know that we could do films on our phones from day one, but I think just to do it on that level, because if I watched this without anyone saying they'd done it on the Apple phone, I would have just thought it was like normal cameras, to be fair.
It's the cameras that we have on the 16 Pro Max, bro.
I don't have that,
Yeah, but do you know what, right? Look, yes, Apple got good cameras, right? Without a doubt. So does Samsung anyway. But you got to remember, a lot of that, done before, a lot of that was done with good lighting. It was about the lighting was majorly important in that. So people who think they can go, oh my god, I'm going to get an iPhone and I'm going to shoot videos just like that. No, you're not. You're not going to do that without good lighting.
Check out the cinematic mode on the 16 Pro. You'll think differently. And obviously they must have done some filtering anyway. Well, I don't know.
No. It's the lighting, bro. The lighting makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, because you go and get it and you're thinking, oh, why is in my film looking at this quality and it looks like Blair Witch Project?
So yeah.
Well, guys, we could be discussing this Stormzy nonsense all day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know there's a couple of things probably some of us have watched, but I've been there a long time. It's hot. The sweat is sweating. So, guys, rate, comment, subscribe, press the follow button, share, like. Big up the algorithm. But most of all, big up yourselves. All right, people. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.